In the hushed corridors of power, where fortunes are forged and dynasties are built, what unseen burdens do the architects of immense wealth carry? They move as silhouettes against the glittering backdrop of their own creation, their faces obscured by the very brilliance of their success. Behind the gilded doors of their penthouses and the manicured hedges of their estates, a different story unfolds, one whispered in the shadows and etched in the lines of worry on a billionaire's brow. What secrets are locked away in the vaults of the ultra-rich, and what is the true price of a life lived at the pinnacle of the world? This is the Gilded Cage, a prison of prosperity. Imagine a sprawling mansion, halls echoing with the sound of a single footstep, art-filled rooms bearing silent witness to a profound loneliness. Here trust is the rarest of commodities, a currency more valuable than gold. Every relationship is scrutinized, every motive questioned. Is it genuine affection or the allure of the fortune? This constant suspicion breeds a deep-seated paranoia, transforming a sanctuary into a fortress. The very walls built to keep the world out also serve to lock the owner in, isolated in a vast, empty expanse of their own making. A king ruling over an empire of solitude. The silence in these grand spaces is deafening, a constant reminder of the chasm that wealth has carved between them and the rest of humanity. To secure such a fortune, one must navigate the murky waters of the shadow ledger. This isn't about simple accounting. It's a complex ballet of offshore havens, intricate trusts and shell corporations, a financial architecture designed to be impenetrable. Each transaction is a carefully calculated move in a high-stakes game, played far from the public eye. Morality becomes a fluid concept, a luxury that the maintenance of generational wealth often cannot afford. These are the quiet, ethically ambiguous maneuvers that ensure the empire not only endures but expands, a silent pact made in the name of prosperity. It is a world where fortunes are shielded by complexity, and the true cost is measured not in dollars, but in compromises of the soul. Then comes the heaviest burden of all, the price of legacy. A great fortune is not just a gift, it is a monumental weight passed from one generation to the next. The patriarch's shadow looms long, and the heir is often crushed beneath the expectation to not just preserve, but to augment the family's power. This pressure ignites bitter conflicts, turning siblings into rivals and family gatherings into battlegrounds. The inheritance becomes a catalyst for division, a poison that seeps into the very foundation of the family, fracturing relationships beyond repair. The legacy they are meant to uphold becomes a curse, a relentless cycle of ambition and betrayal, all played out under the watchful eyes of their ancestors' portraits. So as we gaze upon the towering skyscrapers and opulent yachts that symbolize this immense fortune, we are left with a final, haunting question. When every desire is attainable and every material need is met, what is the ultimate cost of a life where the numbers in a bank account define your existence? When the ledger is finally closed and the dynasty's future is secured, what has been irretrievably lost in the pursuit of having it all? The silence that follows is the most telling answer, a quiet testament to the profound and often devastating price of unimaginable wealth.